A few years ago, I made a terrible decision. I booked back-to-back camp trips. Literally would have less than 24 hours between my Young Life Capernaum camp trip to North Bay, which is Young Life for Kids with Disabilities, and our high school trip to Saranac. And it made sense. It was stupid, but I figured, let's just go for it. I really get a lot of energy from spending time with kids at camp, and so I thought it would be a great thing. What I didn't prepare for was my brakes on the way home from North Bay with a car full of kids. My brakes gave out. I went to stop at a stoplight and they just went straight to the floor. Thankfully, I didn't get in any accidents and nobody got hurt. But it did set me back a few hours. I had to find a garage and had to rent a car. And I thought I would have lots of time to rest that afternoon and evening, but I didn't get home until the evening. And then I had to wash all my clothes, pack for Saranac. I was exhausted. I got to Saranac, and the first couple of days, I was a zombie. It was just so tired. And then night 3 at Saranac. Night 3 is country night, and it's my favorite night of camp. But I was so tired. I just wanted it to be done. I just wanted to quit. I just wanted to go home. And at country night, at Saranac, we do a county fair. And at the county fair, kids can collect tickets and turn those tickets in to pie their leader or dunk their leader in the dunk tank. And, this night, I'm usually, I'm all for it. I love, giving kids that opportunity to get me. But this night, I was so tired, I just wanted nothing to do with it. And then I thought I was going to get by, and then sure enough, I hear my name called. And I have to go get pied in the face. And, I was so I was just not into it. And I go behind the big board with all the cutout holes so I could stick my face in there and let some kid pie me in the face. And as I'm walking up to the hole in the wood, I see these words written on the back of this piece of plywood. And it said, "Jesus loves you so much." And I had to take a breath. I was stopped in my tracks. It was the words I needed to hear in that moment. I needed to hear that the God of the universe loves me so much. And I gathered myself, stuck my face through the hole, and got a pie in the face. It just reminds me of this passage in Luke chapter 8. It says, "Now when Jesus returned, a crowd welcomed him, for they were all expecting him. Then a man named Jairus, a synagogue leader, came and fell at Jesus' feet, pleading with him to come to his house, because his only daughter, a girl of about 12, was dying. And as Jesus was on his way, the crowds almost crushed him, and a woman was there who had been subject to bleeding for 12 years, but no one could heal her. She came up behind him and touched the edge of his cloak, and immediately her bleeding stopped. 'Who touched me?' Jesus asked. When they all denied it, Peter said, 'Master, the people are crowding and pressing against you.' But Jesus said, 'Someone touched me. I know that power has gone out from me.' And then the woman, seeing that she could not go unnoticed, came trembling and fell at his feet. In the presence of all the people, she told why she had touched him and how she had been instantly healed. And then he said to her, 'Daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace.'" I love that. Jesus is on a mission, crowds around him, and he's interrupted. And he's interrupted by this sense of power going out of him, something I don't think any of us have ever experienced. And he knew someone had touched him. This woman had come to her end. She was done. And this was her last shot. 12 years she's been sick. And she comes up behind Jesus and touches the edge of his cloak. And you would think that that would be it. That would be the end of the story. She got healed. But no, Jesus stopped everything. He stopped the crowd. He stopped because he wanted to know who touched him. He wanted to know this woman. And he wanted to hear what she had been going through, why she had touched him, and how she had been instantly healed. So, I don't know. It feels like this whole thing is a big interruption. And maybe maybe you just need to know that Jesus would stop and listen. He loves you so much. I hope you're hanging in there. See you tomorrow.